Hi everyone, I'm Meena Murugappan. I'm Director for Product Strategy and Innovation here at Organo Eco Habitats. And today we'll be talking about the newest idea that we've been developing in the studio, which we're quite excited to share with you. The project name is Organo Orella. It's a lovely little project coming up near the village of Orella, closer to Chevella. It's about 45 to 50 minutes drive from Gachibowli. This eco habitat is something where at its core what we are looking at will represent the end user or the resident's need for purposeful indulgence and responsible living. So the master plan is organized in a fairly straightforward way. Like I said, you have the entrance from the east, and then you have the entrance pavilion and all your social activities right at the beginning. And branching off from that are the pedestrian weedies. These houses are clustered in small groups with gaps in between that then allow you to connect all of them through these farm trails and bring you back to the center. And as with every other organo community, this community will also be net zero in terms of energy. It will be rainwater harvesting at scale. There is afforestation at the street level, and also farming and forestry at the back. And then we have, as part of the rainwater waste collection strategies, smaller ponds throughout the community that allow for the waste. As you enter the entrance pavilion, of course, is a signature moment for the families as they come home. It also becomes this like the informal shade or canopy under. This is the place if there are visiting school students looking for studying eco communities. This is the place they gather, meet before they go for a walking tour. As you enter, you have this lovely avenue, which is also the main arterial road within the community, which is where most of the parking is also positioned. The social node includes spaces for community gatherings, be it the dining experience at the slow down place, and right there are also your fitness activities like your natural swimming pond, the gym, as well as play areas for children. The idea of giving a community kitchen and alfresco dining is to encourage families to engage in one collective meals, to get to know each other more, and to get to know each other not only as families but also across generations. The space is designed to be more open, so it feels like you're sitting under shaded, canopied spaces, but has the experience of a very comfortable restaurant, a very comfortable family restaurant. The party lawn, of course, can do many things. It can host your birthday parties, anniversary parties, class reunions, company strategic retreats. You can also imagine having all your neighbors come together for Holi or for Patukamma, Bonalu. We've seen the community lawns be used beautifully across the year by DeFi residents in our previous communities as well, including for Independence Day and Republic Day. I'm now going to be talking about the cluster entry itself. So, like we said earlier, you have this beautiful vehicular pathway, and then the pedestrian weedi, what kind of steps there, and we have like these rural icons. The rural icon is basically a reference to elements from traditional villages. You would have seen the gates, you will see markers like the Gandhi statue, you will see the slight slope roof or the entrance portal for religious structures. So one of the rural icons that we really liked and we referenced was a mix of a Rakshabanda and as well as to create the functional aspect of the Rakshabanda under a shaded, more modern expression in terms of architecture. So we have these beautiful pavilions on either side of the cluster entry, and then the cluster entry itself has an articulation that then marks that you have entered that particular cluster. And around that space on either side, we have these green gardens with local flowers, which kind of create that not just visual experience but also in terms of fragrance, in terms of seasonality. All of that is your welcoming experience into your street. And as you come further into the street, that's when the homes start. So when you enter the street itself, the most dominant thing you actually start noticing are all these green patches in front of the homes as well as in the street. The doors are discreetly tucked in, which also means that your first experience of the home is actually the green. And what you notice are the flowers that are being grown there, the plants, the herbal plants, the small trees, the fruiting trees. That is the welcoming experience to your home, not a dry, dark car space. Which also means that the street has this really, really vibrant character throughout, because you start getting these informal seating spaces, you get these places for both children and adults to freely play, walk, and experience a very traditional references that we used to grow up knowing as our normal, and now we're trying to bring it back within our communities. And from, different decks in the home, you can actually see the street experience is very strong, or you start seeing the tree as they grow, and you start seeing the foliage, you start seeing the bird's nest. So that whole experience across the years actually changes character as the trees mature, as the plants mature. And from the home, when you look towards the backyards, what you start seeing are actually the collective farms, where beautiful everyday vegetables, everyday fruit trees, everyday native species plants grow, thrive, and are tended to by the community farmers. You have access to safe foods that are grown right behind your homes. We also start seeing these small farm trails or forest trails that are strung around the community. These are spaces to go for an evening walk. So when we say purposeful indulgence, we're talking about that, creating both landscape moments, farmscaping moments, as well as built environment that kind of constantly reinforce you to be present to your surroundings, to be present to that moment, and to really genuinely indulge in enjoying it. As part of rainwater harvesting strategies, we've also created these small ponds where rainwater is collected. It's used for sometimes for forestry, sometimes for farming. And the edges of these rainwater harvesting ponds are also places, like in every traditional village, places to bring families together, have conversations, have little picnics. So we are looking at these water edges also becoming social spaces. We are now coming to the home design. The home design is fairly straightforward. We have this long, linear, interesting home. Whether it's an east-facing home or a west-facing home, it's exactly the same plan. So let's assume that this is where the VD is. So if you're entering from here, this is an east-facing home. So what you're entering through is actually this really beautiful garden, which part of it is being tended by you, part of it is actually being tended by the community itself. Now, if it's the west-facing home and you're entering from here, then you have a similar experience on this side as well. Now, this is an evolution of our townhome typology, and we've been able to really do two things together. One is kind of create this really elegant entryways, but also create the heart of the home right in the center, which has your living room, which is a complete double height space. And when you enter into the home, what you actually see is this fantastic large space with a staircase that leads up, which is a statement experience. And then you have your kitchen, your dining experience, and this whole volume, you actually see it together. It's not you're entering a room and then you're entering a room. Of course, you have a foyer experience, but you're actually really clearly coming into beautiful broad space and also a taller space as you come closer to the living room. And tucked in further beyond on the southwest is, of course, your master bedroom with a toilet and a powder room. We are imagining the ground to be a really, really vibrant part of the home. So as we come up, we come into this landing over here. Then that leads you to the master bedroom over here, which has this lovely deck that you can step out to, wardrobe and some study space over here, and of course toilet that you can access from here. Another pathway leads you into the next room. The room over here is what we're calling a secondary bedroom, which is actually your third bedroom if you require, or if you want to use it as your office space, this is your home office space. And that home office space steps out into a deck. So imagine the deck being used to see over, look at what the street experience is over here, and of course the farm or the forest views from here. And this central space is of course that double height volume that I was talking about. So if you're over here, and you haven't enclosed it, you're actually using it as a home office, then you're only a call away to somebody who's on the ground floor calling you down for mail, or you're calling them up to see something that you work. Why we are calling this a very unique experience in a uniquely designed building is because we've been able to create three conditions. It is a townhome with a courtyard quality because it has above this double height space actually clear height or light streaming from above, and it's this really nice volume. It references the Mandua house. Of course, it's not that, but it does reference quite a bit of respect, I should say, to that quality of home. So for us, we're seeing this home as a primary home for families. We're seeing families use it really well, settled. This is the place that their children refer to as my dad's home or my mom's home. And when they come back from different places, whether they've gone to different countries or different states, this is the home that they feel they've come home to. this is what they identify as their hometown. So the home as well as the neighborhood starts creating really memorable moments for everybody living there. So one more, like every other Organo community, one of the things that we are aware of that we know families find helpful are services that we are offering them. Some of them have been woven into the community operations. Some of them are on-demand services. For instance, there's personal housekeeping, personal gardening, deep cleaning on demand, just clean the fans and everything and you don't have to worry too much. Errand services, you need something from the city, you can quickly call, maybe have it delivered at a nearby point and somebody go pick it up for you. Then of course periodic pest control at community level, 24/7 security. This community is designed to be a pedestrian friendly community, but we do know that there are families who might have mobility issues, for which we have e-transport facility, which an e-auto or a buggy will keep moving around the community, making sure that you can reach different parts of it. And of course you have access to the shop, which will have vegetables grown on site for you to purchase, of course, as well as milk and any other everyday convenience. Community will be hiring 75% of their staff from local areas. All our communities are designed with a framework called Saptapatha. Saptapatha is basically, it's the 7 strands of sustainability. It's a framework and a tool we use to measure the impact of the community in terms of energy, in terms of water, earth, air, people, shelter, and food. For instance, we aim to be net zero, rainwater harvesting at scale, ensure that residents have safe and witnessed food available for purchase, available at the farm store, in terms of giving space for them to grow their own preferred vegetables and crops. We are looking at afforestation and improving quality of air through that effort, and also ensuring proper ventilation and lighting and daylighting and glare reduction within the homes. We are also looking at how to reduce the load on energy demand. So how do you design and build a comfortable home that is not so dependent on air conditioning? There are many strategies like that have been woven into this design. In terms of people strand, there are 2 key components. One is, of course, establishing mutually beneficial relationship between the community as well as the local village families. The second is, of course, the health and well-being of the families here. So we are creating all of these social nodes and small social clusters so that families get opportunities to engage with each other, either through shared interests, activities, or fitness-related activities. In terms of Earth Strand, the 2 components, one is waste management and the second is biodiversity, increasing biodiversity both at above ground and also soil biodiversity and soil health improvement. So when we were talking about purposeful indulgence, Organo Orella allows you to kind of really be present to the moment, but also be an active contributor in working on both people well-being, yourself, your family, your neighbors, and your village neighbors, but also planet well-being. And I think that is what we mean very truly in Organo Orella. This is your home for purposeful indulgence.